This is Chris Medeiros. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Medeiros, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. They'll all be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Friday Night SmackDown October 28th, 2022 reviews. So here we go, discussing about Friday Night SmackDown. Now we kick off the show with a tag team match, but before I talk about that tag team match, now Sheamus is not there on SmackDown because, you know, the attack from last week, but in all reality, he's just going to be getting married this weekend, so that's why he's not on the show for like the next few weeks. But yeah, that's what he's doing, and you know, we see Butch and Ridge Holland, the Brawling Brutes, come walking out, and they're getting ready for their match. And as soon as they get into the ring, we cut to the backstage area, pretty much at gorilla position, where we see the Usos and Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn all talking. Sami's trying to get Jey Uso to listen to him, to follow his ideas and stuff, and Jey pretty much kind of don't want to do that. You know, they're still bickering and arguing with each other. So yeah, they're going back and forth and stuff a little bit, but they finally make their way out to the ring. So yeah, it was the Brawling Brutes versus Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn, and we had the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jey the Usos, at ringside. So yeah, the Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes. And this match, it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth. The ending, we see Butch climb up the top turnbuckle. It looks like he was about to hit a moonsault onto Sami Zayn, but then that's when Jey Uso grabbed Sami, pulling him out the ring, trying to save him. And Sami's like, "What are you doing?" And Jey was like, "I'm just trying to save you." And Sami was like, "No, I had an idea." And then we see Butch get knocked off the top turnbuckle and stuff. And then Sami gets in the ring, still talking to Jey Uso, but then we see Ridge Holland taking out the Usos and Solo Sikoa outside of the ring, and then we see Butch rolling up Sami Zayn, getting the 3 count. So yeah, the Brawling Brutes defeated Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa tonight in the tag team match. That's what happened. It was a pretty good match. For that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's why I'll give it a pretty good match to kick off SmackDown. But later on tonight, there's so many more stuff. We're going to be seeing Ronda Rousey doing her open challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship later on tonight on SmackDown, and many more stuff. We've seen, but after the match ended, we see Jey Uso arguing with Sami Zayn. Pretty much everybody, and then Jimmy Uso got into Jey's face, and they was about to go at it and stuff. But then Roman Reigns' theme song hits, and he's walking out, making his way down to the ring right now. So yeah, that will be up next, actually. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, we go straight into the next segment with Roman Reigns making his way down to the ring with Paul Heyman, and he gets in the ring, and we see the Bloodline already in the ring because obviously they just got done having a match. Well, Roman starts speaking. He tells St. Louis to acknowledge him, and he says that he needs to acknowledge the elephant in the room. And then he starts talking about how they, Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, needs to fix their issues and stuff. You know, lay it all on the table. And then Sami starts talking. He's talking about how he don't understand what's Jey Uso's problem with them. Back in the day, they didn't have an issue up until he got into the Bloodline and stuff. And he says whatever he did, he apologizes for. And then Jey Uso, Sami was trying to shake his hand. Jey Uso said, "Get your hand out my damn face," and then starts going off on Sami, talking about, "I don't like you, I don't like your hair," and all that stuff. So yeah, just going off on Sami. And then Sami was like, "But the Tribal Chief said," and then Jey was like, "Screw what the Tribal Chief said." And then Roman just straight up looks at Jey Uso, and then Roman and Jey gets face to face, and then Sami had to break him up, saying it's not Jey's fault. He's just not feeling Uso tonight. So yeah, and everybody popped literally. Like you couldn't see Solo Sikoa, but literally Jey, Jimmy, and Roman, definitely Jey. Jey couldn't stop laughing for the life of himself. He kept on trying to cover up his face. Roman just was covering up his face until he just like straight up gave up. So yeah, none of them could keep a straight face after the dumb shit that Sami done said. And Roman was like, "Oh, so you haven't been feeling very Uso, huh, Jey?" And then he goes like, "Well, how about this? That shirt you see Sami wearing, the honorary Uso, he won't be honorary no more. He will be a Uso." And he says, "How about we change his name?" And he goes by Sami Uso. So yeah, that's what Roman Reigns says, and, he says that they need to get their issues fixed, and Paul Heyman starts talking, and pretty much he just put everybody straight into commercial break. So, yeah, that's what happened. Pretty good segment, though. I'll easily say best segment of the night, even though I haven't even seen the rest of it. So, yeah, best segment of the night so far with the Bloodline. Really good stuff. It was just funny as hell, so yeah. But, yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on SmackDown. So, the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown was a tag team match. It was Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, The New Day, versus Mansoor and Mace with Maxine Dupree, the Maximum Male Models, in a tag team match. And before I talk about this tag team match, we see the Viking Raiders video package pretty much playing, making a return with Sarah Logan. So yeah, that'll be happening soon. But yeah, we get to the match, and this match, it was whatever, pretty much just thrown on the show. Nobody didn't really care for it. At the ending, we see the New Day hitting their tag team finish move, Midnight Hour, onto Mansoor, and then they pin him for the 3 count. So yeah, the New Day defeated Maximum Male Models tonight in the tag team match. That's what happened for that match. I'll give it 1 star. That's what I'll give it. Didn't really care for it. I don't even think the fans really cared for it. That tells you how much about it. But yeah, after that, we see Kayla Braxton backstage, and she's interviewing Sonya Deville, talking about Liv Morgan and stuff, and then she was talking crap about Liv Morgan until Liv Morgan attacks her from behind. Both of them starts brawling backstage. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, pretty good stuff. Still to come later on tonight, we will see Ronda Rousey doing her open challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship later on tonight on SmackDown. And Bray Wyatt will be on SmackDown as well. So yeah, see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, we see Braun Strowman. He starts talking about how the only reason he wants to go against Omos is because he sees him as a challenge, just like what he's seen every single time when he flipped the freaking tractor, the ambulance and stuff like that. So yeah, he just sees Omos as another obstacle to go through, pretty much just another challenge to be at Crown Jewel. So yeah, that's what he said. But then we get to the match. It was the SmackDown Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. She was doing her open challenge. She grabs the mic and she says, well, the fans better be glad that she's doing the open challenge tonight and all that stuff, but who's going to come out and accept the open challenge? And it was Emma. So yeah, Emma comes out, and yeah, she makes her return to WWE. Bad thing is, like, none of the crowd ever reacted to her. So yeah, she came out, and we get the match underway. Ronda Rousey versus Emma for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and the match was okay, not the best, but Emma was trying to do her best during this match, doing a few things and all that stuff. But then at the ending, where Ronda was trying to hit Piper's Pit onto Emma, but Emma gets off her shoulders, pushes her pretty much to the ref and all that, almost knocking the ref down. But then Ronda pretty much grabbed her again, hitting Piper's Pit onto her, and then locking on the armbar, making Emma tap out. So yeah, Emma tapped out in her first match back to WWE, losing to Ronda Rousey. So yeah, Ronda Rousey retained the SmackDown Women's Championship. That's what happened for that match. I'll give it 2 stars. That's what I'll give it. Not the best, and Emma didn't even get no reaction. That was pretty bad. So yeah, that's what happened there. But then after that, we see Jey Uso pretty much walking up to Roman Reigns' locker room, and Paul Heyman was out there, and Jey Uso wanted to go in there to talk to Roman, and Paul was like, "Let me go talk to him. It's best for you to stay out here and not talk to him. I'll let the wise man go handle it." So yeah, that's what Paul Heyman said. But up next, we're gonna be seeing Legado del Fantasma versus Hit Row and a mystery tag team partner up next on SmackDown. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. So yeah, see you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a tag team match. It was Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro with Zelina Vega at ringside. Legado del Fantasma versus Top Dollar and Ashante Adonis with B-Fab, Hit Row, and they introduced their mystery tag team partner, which B-Fab was announcing, Shinsuke Nakamura. So yeah, Hit Row and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Legado del Fantasma. In the tag team match, B-Fab and Zelina Vega was at ringside for this match. And it was an okay matchup. We see we see Top Dollar doing some stuff like climbing on the top rope and stuff. But pretty much it was like a karate chop to the head, pretty much. But then we get to the ending. Top Dollar throws, I think it was Cruz del Toro down to the mat, and then he tags in Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura comes in, hitting the Kinshasa onto him, pinning him for the 3 count. So yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura and Hit Row defeated Legado del Fantasma tonight in the 6-man tag team match. For that match, I'll give it two stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay match. But then before the match even happened, I forgot to mention, we see the SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler talking. And then Natalya comes up interrupting them in the middle of the conversation. She was talking about how if she would have went out there and accepted the open challenge, she would be SmackDown Women's Champion right now and all that stuff. And then Shayna Baszler straight up locked on no Kuki to clutch onto her, making her pass out. So yeah, choked her out. But yeah, that's what happened backstage. So yeah, pretty funny stuff right there. But then, after the match, we see the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, and Paul Heyman. They was in the locker room talking, and Paul Heyman was like, Roman, let me get your attention for this. And he shows on the TV screen Logan Paul training and stuff with the boxing and all that stuff. And Roman was like, I don't care. I don't want to watch it. Logan ain't going to get that one hit on me. I'm the tribal chief. I'll beat him down and all that stuff. And, Paul Heyman is being a little bit concerned about it and stuff. And Roman is like nonchalant, don't care about it. So, yeah, that's what happened backstage. Pretty good stuff, though, building up for that match at Crown Jewel. But, yeah, that's what happened there. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, before I talk about the next match, there was one segment backstage where we see LA Knight get interviewed, and he says, well, I am better than everyone, pretty much, and says that the ring announcer forgot forgot and got the wrong place where he's from last week and all that stuff, and he says that that everybody should know who he is and all that stuff. And then Ricochet comes up talking about, you think you're a big shot or whatever. LA Knight was like, yeah, I'm a big shot. And then all of a sudden they kept on going back and forth, and LA Knight, walks away and stuff. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty funny segment. It looks like they'll probably have a match next week or whatever. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then we get to the next match. It was Karrion Kross with Scarlett versus Madcap Moss one-on-one. And it was an okay match. Madcap was trying to do some stuff in this match. But then at the ending, we see Karrion Kross grab him, slam him down to the mat, and then hit the cross hammer onto him in the back of the head, pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Karrion Kross defeated Madcap Moss tonight on SmackDown. That's what happened. And then after the match ended, Karrion Kross locks on the cross jacket onto him. Scarlett brings him the mic, and he starts talking while he's still got the cross jacket locked on. He says, look, Drew, Madcap threw up a better fight than you did, and he ain't scared of me. So yeah, that's what he's saying. He's still continuing locking on the cross jacket onto Madcap Moss, and Madcap Moss was already passed out and stuff. He wouldn't let go. The referees was trying to get him to let go, and then he finally let it go. So yeah, that's what happened there. Karrion Kross defeated Madcap Moss tonight on SmackDown. That's what happened for that match. I'll give it 2 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, and then after that, we see Bray Wyatt walking back and forth backstage with the TV screen and stuff with the White Rabbit, with a mask or whatever. So yeah, that's what happened there. And up next, we're going to be seeing Bray Wyatt on SmackDown. So yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, we had a really weird segment. But before I talk about that segment with Bray Wyatt, there was one thing. Now we see Rey Mysterio backstage. He's getting interviewed talking about his match against Gunther next week for the Intercontinental Championship. But then while he was talking, he gets attacked by Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci to beat him down and stuff, hold him up, and Gunther was standing there and lays him out. So yeah, that's what happened there. Rey Mysterio getting laid out by Imperium backstage. And then after that, we see Bray Wyatt make his way down to the ring. He's talking about a lot of stuff. Fans are chanting for him and all that stuff, saying welcome back. And he's talking about how he's been having this urge or whatever, just, the same thing that he's been saying or whatever. But it was pretty good and stuff, what he was doing and saying and all that stuff. Talking about, I've been trying to talk to everybody and all that stuff, and just been having this bad feeling and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden we see the Titans Strong going off, and we see a guy with a mask on, pretty much, talking about, you trapped them, you locked them up and put them down and all that. But I am here, Uncle Howdy. So yeah, just pretty weird stuff. Just me talking about ain't gonna do nothing really. You just gotta go watch it. You know what I mean? It was just a weird segment in a way. So yeah, just pretty weird stuff. But yeah, for tonight's SmackDown, best segment in my opinion was the Bloodline segment with Roman Reigns and stuff. That was pretty funny. Match of the night, I gotta say, was the first match. It was the Brawling Brutes versus Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa. That was match of the night in my opinion. Tonight's SmackDown was in my opinion. I'll give it 7 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, next week's SmackDown will probably be better. We got the Intercontinental Championship match and all that stuff. And I think that'll be the go-home show for Crown Jewel. And not only that, I think it's going to be on FS1 next week as well. So yeah, like, subscribe to TW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris. And subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos. And follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. It'll all be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for this Monday Night Raw reviews. See you guys later. Until then.